Good afternoon. Please rise and remain standing for the national anthem, which will be sung by members of the Georgia Tech Chamber Choir. Gentlemen, you can take off your rat caps temporarily. Thank you. Please be seated. The Georgia Tech Chamber Choir is one of more than 500 student organizations that offer students a way to use their talents and develop leadership while enriching their student experience here at Georgia Tech. You probably noticed a number of those organizations represented in the pre-show event right before you came in to this facility. I'd encourage you to get involved at Georgia Tech, to explore the options and the opportunities and think about what it is that you want from this institution besides a degree. You have many opportunities in your college career, and we look forward to partnering with you in all of those. One of our traditions at Convocation is to hand out rat caps. This stands for Recruit at Tech. If you've not already done so, please put your rat cap on. You look great. You look great. You've now participated in your first formal Georgia Tech tradition, and you'll hear more about rat caps a little bit later on in the program. I also want to welcome all of the parents and guests that are here with us today. We look forward to having you back on campus many times over the course of your students' experiences here at Georgia Tech. Whether for family weekend, sporting events, or just for a visit, we encourage you to return to campus also. I'd also like to extend a special welcome and thanks to our student leaders who are here today. Members of Facet, Freshman Experience PLs, Rec Club members, the Student Government Association, the Student Alumni Association, student ambassadors, and of course, the Yellow Jacket Marching Band. We could not do all of this without you. Thank you for being here. At this time, I'd like to introduce several members of the stage party, and I'll ask that they stand when I call their names and that you hold your applause. Dr. Colin Potts, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education and today's Mace Bearer. We're not off to a very good start, folks. Dr. Bonnie Ferry, Vice Provost for Graduate Education and Faculty Development. Mr. Barrett Carson, Vice President for Development. Dr. Archie Irvin, Vice President for Institute Diversity. Mr. Dean Sheehan, Vice President for Government and Community Relations. Mr. John Stein, Vice President for Student Life and Dean of Students. Ms. Lynn Durham, Associate Vice President and Chief of Staff to the President. Dr. Paul Cohn, Vice Provost for Enrollment Services. Dr. Stephen Gerardo, Associate Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education. Dr. Jennifer Harazi, Associate Provost for Operations. Dr. Stephen McLaughlin, Dean of the College of Engineering. Dr. David Collard, Interim Dean, College of Sciences. Dr. Miriam Alave, Dean of the Scheller College of Business. They catch on quickly. Dr. Nancy Green Lee, Associate Dean of the College of Design. Dr. John Tone, Associate Dean of the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Zvi Galil, Dean of the College of Computing. Dr. Stephen Harmon, Associate Dean of Professional Education. And Ms. Isabella Marcos de Castilla, Senior Associate Dean of the Library. Please be seated. Dr. Bross, a clever and inventive group that catches on quickly. These are the individuals that are here to help ensure that you have a successful experience here at Georgia Tech. During the past 2 decades, Georgia Tech has grown into one of the world's most globalized universities. Georgia Tech faculty are engaged in research collaborations in more than 100 countries. Students study, work, or do research in 70 countries. And Georgia Tech students represent 127 different countries from around the world. Surrounding us today on each side of the podium are flags from the 77 countries from which our new freshman class is enrolling. This is truly impressive. I hope that during your experiences here at Georgia Tech, each of you will take an opportunity or multiple opportunities to get to know someone from another country. We live in a global society, and this is one of the few times in many of your lives when you'll have an opportunity and the time to interact with people from literally every corner of the globe. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Ms. Sinat Adus, a second-year International Affairs student who will give the sophomore welcome.
Good evening, faculty, staff, and the new class of genius and innovative minds to join our exclusive Georgia Tech family. Congratulations! I know I can speak for my entire student community when I say we couldn't be happier to extend our welcome. Give yourselves one of many deserved rounds of applause. Okay, now real talk. Here's what I won't do. What I won't do is stand before you all and bestow some basket of wisdom as if I have it all figured out. Let it be known, nobody here has it all figured out. So to all you beautiful overachievers, get comfortable with that quick. What I'll do instead is speak to someone who I'm sure knows not a thing about what to expect from college. Myself, when I sat there a year ago and was just as overwhelmed with a mixed feeling of excitement and anxiousness as I'm sure most of you are feeling now. So here's to everything I wish someone had told me. First things first, get rid of all of your expectations for your first year. Every last one of them. You'll come to find that the most exciting parts of your year will be the ones you couldn't have planned for. The beauty about having open-mindedness is that life can never disappoint, and every experience you'll have will become a memory distinct from the last. I can't stress this fact enough. You will learn infinitely more about yourselves the minute you embrace room for growth. Which brings me here. Adventure starts as soon as you let it. Now more than ever, you're in charge of what gets to take up your fleeting time. Go do something different. See things from a new perspective. You'll be amazed by what wonders life's been hiding this whole time. It's important that you actively see more of the world to then find your place in it. And with that comes a bit of unpopular advice. Don't find your passions. Rather, let your passions find you. It's behind those closed doors that you didn't even know existed where your self-discoveries are waiting to make the right appearance. For me, it was during my first CS 1301 class when I discovered my love for problem solving. It was while listening to Congressman John Lewis preach about the power of student activism when I discovered a different form of problem solving. Whatever the outlet will be for you, be attentive. Take this year to do things and learn more about what truly matters to you as an individual and member of society. The rest will follow seamlessly. Next, I want to remind you all of something that can often be forgotten. It is okay to not be okay sometimes. College can be hard. Transitioning from one chapter of your life to the next can be hard, and it is okay to admit that. Know, though, with absolute certainty that there are resources galore here at Tech. Whether it's scheduling extra office hours with your professors because you still just don't get it, utilizing the diversity offices because you look and feel a little different from your peers, or confiding in people whom you trust, remember that this institution is invested in your success, in all forms of your success. And you'll be tested, but take advantage of the ambiguity and uneasiness you'll feel at times. They do say that growth begins right at the edge of your comfort zone. Lastly, and most significantly, live your truths. Immerse yourself in authenticity, and do it unapologetically. Conformity is all too high school, and you now have a whole degree to prove that it's behind you. At Tech, we are a community made of a melting pot of people, and this is now your community. So don't misguidedly conform to what's already established. Shape your campus culture into one in which you feel most connected, represented, and embraced. Your greatest asset, mixed in with all of your skills, hidden talents, intelligence, and drive, is your voice. Use it often. And who knows? It could be you up here next year. Congratulations to you all, the future of Georgia Tech. Get used to hearing that, because you are all bound for greatness.
Thank you very much, Tina. Wonderful talk. Please accept this gift as a token of our appreciation.
Thank you so much.
Let's hear it for her again. Good afternoon. That's not good enough. Come on. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, you're getting better. It's a long day still. I'm Rafael Braz, the Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. That means I'm responsible for all things academic at Georgia Tech, from hiring outstanding faculty to recruiting you, the best and the brightest. We know you have worked incredibly hard to be here, and we want to ensure your time at Georgia Tech is a unique period in your life that will challenge, motivate, and engage you. Our main mission is to educate you, and that goes far beyond the classroom. The end goal of these few years isn't just about getting a job. You will, trust me. Education is about leadership development, nurturing a lifelong love for knowledge, taking risks, and making choices that prepare you for life after graduation. We will challenge you in the classroom and encourage your creativity and ideas. We will push you in your research and give you opportunities to lead and serve. We will get you outside of your comfort zone. This is how you stretch and learn. This is how you become a leader among your peers. And Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets do just that, lead. The ability to lead is one of the most valuable skills you can get from your time here at Georgia Tech. There are many, many books written about leadership with many opinions and perspectives about what it takes to be a successful leader. And I have a few opinions of my own. First and foremost, the best leaders are honest and have unquestionable integrity. I repeat, the best leaders are honest and have unquestionable integrity. These are ideals on which there can be no compromise. Georgia Tech alumnus Bill George, successful leader and author, writes about developing an inner compass that helps us find the true north. This compass steers you right when temptation and difficult decisions arise, and they will. Behaving with integrity is all you do. In all you do is not an option. It is an imperative. Integrity is absolute and will touch your academic and personal relationships. You must find your inner compass. Another critical trait of a good leader is empathy. Empathy towers everybody else. You must respect the rights of all. Be civil in disagreements and try to understand the mindset of everyone you encounter. Georgia Tech is steadfast in its commitment to equal opportunity, respect, and equality for all. There are no exceptions. Now more than ever, we must be a community where each person's individuality is respected. We must be an environment where all feel safe and a part of the greater whole. And that occurs through your individual and collective actions. There are many more leadership traits I could share with you today, but integrity and empathy are the best foundation you can set for yourself for life, now in your college years and beyond. There are many, many exciting things going on at Georgia Tech to enrich your educational experience. We ask you to challenge yourself and push boundaries. As an institution, we are doing the same. While you are here, you will see the physical landscape of our campus change as new and renovated facilities come online, like CODA, the CODA building, the Candida building for innovative sustainable design, the campus center, and Library Next, all brand new projects and ongoing. You will also see a change in the academic landscape of Georgia Tech. We are hard at work trying to transform the educational experience for learners just like you, who find themselves on campus pursuing an undergraduate degree in a more traditional manner, but also opening up opportunities for learners to engage with the institution outside of those traditional paths. For more than 2 years, more than 50 members of our faculty, staff, and students have been working to imagine the ways that a Georgia Tech education might be more effective, accessible, and affordable. Officially called the Commission on Creating the Next in Education, the goal is to design bold and potentially transformative pilots and projects that will build on our legacy of academic excellence while meeting the changing demands of the next generation of learners, the shifting needs of employers, and the impact of technology and globalization on how education is delivered. The Commission used the year 2040 as a long-term vantage point to imagine the possibilities. We are now at the stage where the first projects and ideas will start to be implemented in the real world of Georgia Tech. You will see #GT2040 around campus as these projects and pilots come to life. I am incredibly excited for you to be part of it. Please get engaged. Before I go, let me give you a few suggestions to make your journey at Georgia Tech smooth and enjoyable. Work hard. very hard. Manage your time and seek help when you need it. I repeat, manage your time and seek help when you need it. Reach out to your instructors in difficult times, but equally in good times. They'll be more than happy to see you. Get to know your professors and show them a student who is committed to learning. They like that. Use curricular and co-curricular opportunities to expand your way of thinking. Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. Get answers, and then ask more questions. Take advantage of opportunities to enrich your educational experience, such as Georgia Tech's Serve, Learn, Sustain initiative, Ours at Tech, or one of the many student organizations you have been hearing about today. Explore all that Georgia Tech and Atlanta have to offer, but also consider a study abroad or international experience. Listen to what others think and purposely meet people who are different and think differently, even if they make you uncomfortable. Try new things and do not be afraid to fail. You see, failure isn't something to be feared. Instead, I challenge you to see failure as another kind of success in that it shows you what does not work. Learn from failure and try again. You are the privileged few who have the intelligence, discipline, and drive to attend one of the best universities in the world. We are counting on you. We are proud to have you here. We are here for you and want you to succeed, and you will. Congratulations to all. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Evan Gillan, President of the Undergraduate Student Association.
Good afternoon, Yellow Jackets, and congratulations. As I look out and see all of you in the crowd today, I can't help but remember my own convocation experience as I sat in your seats a short 3 years ago. I had spent the last month or so as a summer freshman, breezed through Facet, and have even made a few new friends along the way. Yet, the first day of school still loomed ahead by only hours, and I was nervous for what it would bring. Merriam-Webster defines anticipation as the act of looking forward. In music theory, an anticipatory tone is one that sounds out of place at first, but is in fact a part of the next chord and quickly resolves into harmony, strengthening the composition and increasing its complexity. Tens of thousands of students apply to Georgia Tech each year, and you were the group that was selected to attend. You made the decision to write your college applications, ace those AP and IB classes, and choose Georgia Tech as your home for the next 4 or 5 years. In many ways, you have been anticipating this moment for a long time, and now that it's finally upon us, you feel it again. The transition from high school to college is at times uncomfortable, but it's good, because it shows that you are all on the brink of adding a new chord to your life composition, becoming smarter, stronger, and more complex people. The Student Government Association is responsible for representing students on faculty committees and boards, allocating the student activity fee to organizations and campus initiatives, and serving as problem solvers for general issues that we face as a community. All of this is done in hopes that it will improve your student experience, and recognizing that no experience is the same, we want to give you options. SGA is just one student org out of hundreds that makes Georgia Tech a special place. Many of you have already identified orgs of interest at Facet, so when you start getting emails to join because you wanted a free popsicle, follow up. Don't just let it fall to the wayside. And if you haven't yet gotten that chance to explore organizations, check out OrgSync and find a few you might like. I guarantee that you won't regret it. A large part of SGA's mission is also to preserve student integrity. We do this literally by giving everyone a chance to be heard by their student peers if there is a code of conduct violation, but we also commit to maintaining honesty in academics and in daily college life. While honor and integrity have always been an integral part of Georgia Tech's history, The honor code that we use today was established through a student initiative in 1995. I believe it's important to remember that the code was created to protect all members of the community and create high expectations of each other. The honor code serves to ensure the rights of every individual are valued and that each student can pursue their education on a level playing field. However, the protection afforded by the honor code is reliant upon the efforts of the entire community. It is the everyday actions of students and faculty that can either build up or tear down our reputation of excellence and high ethical standards. For Tech to remain a top institution, integrity must be maintained. We as students must recognize our responsibility as part of this essential team that makes Georgia Tech a great place to be and to learn. To demonstrate our commitment to this responsibility, I ask you to repeat the honor challenge after me. I commit to uphold the ideals of honor and integrity by refusing to betray the trust bestowed upon me as a member of the Georgia Tech community. Congratulations again, and I look forward to seeing you all on campus very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan. All of you new Tech students are here today not only because of your track record, but because of your potential. For the 10th consecutive fall semester, Georgia Tech's incoming first-year class has been the best qualified and one of the most diverse in institute history. This year's class includes 41% women. 1 in 5 of you is a legacy, which means you have a relative that attended Georgia Tech. More and more, we're hearing new students say, "My mother went to Georgia Tech," and we're proud of that trend. For your class, there were more than 35,600 applicants, all of them highly qualified. Our admissions team made some very difficult decisions, knowing that many of the students not accepted could in fact do very well here at Georgia Tech. But you were chosen not only for your academic record, but also for your leadership, your experience, your involvement with your communities, and for your potential. You see, we're not just looking for smart young people. We're looking for smart young people that want to change the world. And we're here to help you do just that. It's appropriate that your first assembly here at Georgia Tech is in the McCamish Pavilion. You'll no doubt return here several times during your career, but none will be as memorable as the time you walk across this stage in just a few short years to accept your diploma. Your parents, your friends, and others, some of which are with you today, and all of us here on the stage are looking forward to the time when you graduate. So let's look ahead and see what the statistics might show us would become of you and where you'll be if you're in the class of 2022, 2023, or 2024, depending upon how many times you might change majors. In 6 years, more than 86% of you will have graduated from Georgia Tech and have a median starting salary of $75,000. 92% of those actively looking for a job will be employed by the end of their first year from graduation. What makes a difference in your success here at Georgia Tech? You have a greater chance of graduating if you participate in a co-op or internship program, live on campus, actually show up for class, participate in both GT 1000 and the freshman experience, become involved in a student organization, go to the CRC, or ask for help as soon as you need it. If statistics hold true, 97% of you will successfully complete your first year and return next year as sophomores. 44% will take a foreign language, even though it's not required. 40% will participate in an undergraduate research opportunity program, and 52% will participate in an international internship or study abroad experience. 75% will graduate with a degree in science, technology, engineering, or math, or what we think of as STEM fields. And I predict that a number of you, in fact, an ever increasingly large number of you, will participate in coursework and team competitions to develop entrepreneurial competence so that you can start your own company upon your graduation, or for some, while you're even here as an undergraduate. If you're a math geek like I am, you like statistics. But the truth is, you're not a statistic. You're an individual with tremendous potential. That's why you've been selected to attend Georgia Tech. And our job is to partner with each and every one of you to help you realize that potential, and not just your academic potential, but your potential as a human being. During your years at Tech, you'll learn to think critically, to solve problems, to work in teams, to develop innovative solutions for some of the world's most pressing problems. You'll make friends from all over the world, many of whom will last a lifetime. You'll do things you never could have imagined or thought possible. In just the past 3 years, Georgia Tech students have been part of teams that have discovered liquid water on Mars, detected gravitational waves for the first time from deep space, verifying Einstein's theory of relativity, served as a flight controller for the Cassini spacecraft mission to Saturn, built the first ever spacecraft on our campus that will fly in space, and are experimenting with NASA to test solar panels on the planet Jupiter. When you're in a challenging course or a situation during your first semester here, remember that at Georgia Tech, we're committed to creating a community of health and well-being and providing the academic resources and support that you need to succeed, both here at Georgia Tech and after your graduation. In the days and weeks ahead, please also remember that you're part of the Georgia Tech community, and that there are many people here and many organizations whose sole purpose is to help you succeed. We have faculty, staff, administrators, and of course your fellow students, many of whom are here today, who are prepared to partner with you and invest in your future. So please, don't hesitate to ask for help or advice when you need it. And in the event someone asks you for help or advice, don't hesitate to provide it. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Libby Hennington and Grant Larkin, who will teach you how to complete your rat caps. Libby, Grant.
Hi, I'm Libby Hennington, and I'm a fourth-year industrial design student.
Hi, I'm Grant Larkin, and I'm a third-year chemical engineering student.
Together, we're the Rat Parents of the Yellow Jacket Marching Band, and we have the honor of teaching you about our 103-year-old tradition, rat caps.
The word rat originally stood for Recruit at Tech, and it was used to describe incoming first years. The tradition once stood that all freshmen were required to wear their rat caps until the annual homecoming football game during the fall semester. If we somehow managed to lose homecoming, freshmen were required to wear the rat cap for the rest of the school year. While this requirement has gone away, the rat cap still serves as an important symbol of your connection to our institute, its oldest traditions, and our united rivalry with the school up north. Go ahead and reach inside your bag and find a black Sharpie to use throughout the year at Tech to fill out your rat cap. There's a certain way to decorate a rat cap to make it your own.
In the center of the bottom of the bill, write the word rat in all caps. Above that, write your full name, and below it, write your hometown and state. On the left, write the abbreviation for your major. Don't worry if you change it, you can just cross it out and write it again. On the right, write your expected graduation year. Don't worry if that changes, you can just cross it out and write the new one next to it. On the back panel of your rat cap, write "To hell with Georgia." Hell should be written in all caps.
Slow down. They're yelling at you to slow down. We're getting heckled. Babe, what do we do?
You can finish it later, Bud said so. Bud's giving you an extension on this assignment. It's gonna be okay, guys. You'll write "To hell with Georgia" on the back panel. Hell should be written in all caps and as big as it can fit between the seams. Georgia should be the smallest word on your rat cap. If you intend to complete a co-op, draw a circle around the button, and you can fill it in when you've completed your last rotation.
When football season starts, we record the scores of each game on one of the 4 side panels. If Tech wins, simply write Tech, our score, and the opposing team's name and score underneath. If we lose, write both scores upside down with the winning team closer to the top button. This way, if you look at any one score with the letters right side up, Tech is always on top. The back of the bill and the front panel are saved for the ACC championship game and a bowl game, respectively.
We encourage you all to take a moment and fill out your name on the brim of your rat cap. We hope you'll continue to fill it out throughout the season as a memento of your first year at Tech. Congratulations, and welcome to Georgia Tech.
Thank you, Libby. Thank you, Grant. While Libby and Grant were speaking, I got a phone call. It was George P. Burdell saying that he'd hoped to be here to personally welcome each and every one of you, but unfortunately got detained in the traffic. You'll have a chance to learn. How many of you know who George is? Yeah, go Jackets. You'll have a chance to learn more about him and the many other Georgia Tech traditions next Sunday night, August 26th, when you're all invited to attend tea night at Grant Field. One of the privileges of my job as president at Georgia Tech is to represent Tech in the community throughout the state and the nation and at times the world. We have more than 160,000 proud Georgia Tech alumni throughout the world, and there's a special sense of pride and an instant connection when I see someone wearing a Georgia Tech pin. To continue that proud first-year Georgia Tech tradition, the housing department has provided you with a pin in the bottom of your bag. So please reach in, grab it, and put it on. Just as your rat cap is a symbol that you've joined a very elite incoming class, the GT pin is a symbol of the commitment you've made to Georgia Tech and, more importantly, to your own future. Wear it proudly, and in a few years from now, when you walk across this stage to receive a diploma from one of the best universities in the world, we'll add a Rambling Wreck pin to your collection. In addition, you'll find a name tag from our National Leadership Honor Society, Omicron Delta Kappa, or ODK. As a new student at Georgia Tech, you're welcome to join the campus community here at Tech on the green tomorrow at 1 o'clock to participate in our first ever Rambling In event. Wear your name tag throughout the day, as we will, and prepare to introduce yourselves to fellow Yellow Jackets across the campus. In closing, I'd like to remind all of our new students that they're invited to the Rock, Ramble, and Roll party in the Student Center immediately following the ceremony. Students, you will exit the building beginning with the top rows in the pavilion. Please follow the ushers' cues within the stands and dismiss at their instructions. Families, you may exit the McCamish Pavilion from the Benatar entrance, which is over this direction off to my right. At this time, members of the chamber choir will lead us in the alma mater, followed immediately by the faculty recessional. The audience is requested to stand and remain standing as the platform party recesses. Then I invite all of you to join in the singing of the nation's best-known fight song, Rambling Wreck. Thank you, and have a great day. Go Jackets!